Welcome to episode 37 of the Yinzhers podcast. I'm your host, Samantha James, along with my co-hosts, Morgan Urtso and Jordan DeFigio. What's up, guys?
What's up?
I did it.
That was impressive.
Didn't fuck it up. Wow.
Good job.
Oh my God.
We're getting better and better each week, guys. I'm so happy all of you are here for the ride.
Yeah, improvement.
Small improvements, small victories, because right now I just need those in my life.
Sam, tell us about your week. What happened this time?
I got bit by a dog yesterday.
Oh,
yeah. I can't really, it's like.
Is this on your bionic arm or on the other arm?
Nope, it's the bionic arm, of course.
Oh
it couldn't be the plate.
I was going to say, like, it would have been nice because maybe you have some balance, like an injury on both sides, but not. What do you think the dog knew the plate was in there and was like,
he just was
attracted to it?
I'm just going to take a bite out of that arm. And I was like, oh, sir, you weigh more than I do. Please don't do that.
Are you okay though? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I had to get a tetanus shot today, and I have to get some antibiotics because yesterday was worse. It was literally like the size of a golf ball. So it is infected, but it's like going down hopefully. And
listen, here's the thing: you're grounded. Do not leave the house. Do not pass go. No $200 for you, Samantha.
Yeah, I'm not leaving my house anymore.
To stay home forever.
Yeah.
Forever and ever.
You just can't leave.
Yeah.
It's like the risk is too high when you
Every
leave
time
your home.
I leave my house now. Broken.
That is something.
I swear.
If that is a talent, I'm in first place across the board. Nobody's beating me in that.
Good job.
All right. Let's jump into TJ fucking Watt.
Bro. Finally.
Go.
Finally.
Yep.
How long have we waited for this man to be crowned the rightful king to this throne? How long?
Years.
Too long.
Years.
Too long.
Basically since he's been in the league, it feels like we've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
And it felt inevitable this year, right? Like if he was going to ever get it, it had to be the year that he tied the sack record. It had to be the year where he had all of these strip sacks and his first defensive touchdown. Like, it's
oh my gosh,
gotta be this year, right? But we've just seen too much as Steelers fans.
Yeah.
Like we've been burned too much. We've been slighted too much. So it's like, we didn't want to say it was a sure thing until it happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because nobody on that side of the football had even close to as good of a season as TJ had. Like he was light years beyond
dominating
anybody else behind him. And I think we all knew not that he was going to win, but if he didn't win, that it was all just pre-calculated. And
right.
Nothing actually matters. That was kind of at least what I came to in my mind. I was like, okay, he should win. But if he doesn't, then this award is pointless because nobody deserves it more than him. So the fact that he actually did win it kind of very minutely restored a little bit of my hope in the league, but then the Super Bowl happened and then I lost it all again. So it was a moment that I was like, finally, this man, he worked so hard all season and he earned it. Good for him.
It was a glimmer of hope. You said
and
it
JJ
perfectly.
Announcing it, like it was just awesome.
When he looked down at that card and saw TJ's name, like the look on his face. And I loved TJ's acceptance speech, how he was like, this only makes me want to work harder.
Yeah.
And with TJ, like you believe that. You know that he's not bullshitting. He's not blowing smoke up Steelers fans' asses. Like he really will work even harder now because he's finally been given the recognition that he deserves. Myles Garrett also did not get a single vote. Let's all applaud because
go figure.
That's so
I
weird.
thought he was like the best or something.
Because I thought Browns fans said that he was better than TJ Watt, and I'm so confused.
More disruptive. Yeah.
It's just so weird how that works. Like apparently, in Cleveland, you're great, but in the rest of the world, you're ass trash. It's weird.
Yeah.
I was talking to Morgan about this today because one of our friends is a Browns fan, and I was like, Bree, no offense, but it's so easy to dislike your fan base. Like,
yeah,
it's it's the easiest fan base to dislike at all points of time. You could just scroll your timeline and one of them saying some dumb shit that.
And Brie was like, yeah, I hate half of our fan base.
Yeah.
And I thought that was hilarious because
they're not great.
She knows it.
Yeah, they're pretty terrible.
I mean, let's jump into the Super Bowl, like the OBJ thing, like the injury, and like Browns Twitter is very volatile place right now. It's like,
there's a lot going on with them.
Did you see the tweet from the girl that was a picture of Odell smiling, celebrating this Super Bowl win? And she said, when you get an A on the group project, but you didn't do anything. And I'm just like,
what are you talking about?
First touchdown for the Rams. He had a great first half, and then he probably tore his ACL. Like, that's what we think this injury is. So how dare you? Like, what a stupid thing to tweet.
Yeah, seriously, that's pretty dumb.
An idiotic thing to say.
It just proves that she wasn't paying attention because he was a key player in the first half of the game. Like, he was making a case for if the Rams win, he could be Super Bowl MVP, and then he got hurt.
Yes.
That's not his fault. And like, sorry that you're bitter that it wasn't OBJ's fault. It was Baker's fault. Sorry that your franchise quarterback isn't the second coming of the Messiah that you thought he was. Like, your franchise is still a mess. It's not OBJ's fault. And move on. It's time to move on.
Yeah.
Like, they got the short end of that stick.
They're so bitter. They're so bitter about it.
Yeah.
I was extremely sad for him when that happened.
Yeah. It sucked.
It was brutal. I was also pissed because I had him in my FanDuel MVP lineup. And at one point I was in first place out of 30,000 people. Me. I didn't end up winning the money because Joe fucking Mixon had to go off in the fourth quarter. But anyway, I won $2.
$2, you go.
$2. Thanks, Joe Mixon. Thanks, Joe Mixon. I hate the Bengals.
It was an interesting game for sure. And it, like, up until it felt like the second half, it wasn't incredibly exciting. There was just a lot of normal football going on, which is typically what I've come to expect from the Super Bowl. There isn't a ton of like flashy moments, but what really pissed me off is not all of the flags that the refs threw on that final drive. It's that they did not throw a single flag up until that point. They were missing calls all
left
the
and
face
right.
mask,
Face
mask.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like final drive. We're in the red zone, and within 5 yards, why don't we just go flag happy? It's like, where is the consistency?
There's
like,
none.
if you're gonna call everything, then call everything. But that's boring.
Right.
So you're just gonna wait until a critical moment in the game to call everything. But you didn't call anything up to this point. It was really annoying, and it made, oh my God, by the time we reached 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I was like, I want to go to bed. And it felt like it was just crawling.
It was so boring. Like, a majority of that second half was so boring.
Yeah.
I was like,
it wasn't a great game. It was just like,
I think so. Yeah. Like, that was very upsetting. I had to like pinch myself several times, and I was like, I actually can't believe the Bengals are playing in the Super Bowl. Like, I actually can't believe it. Like, I know that this has been a thing for several weeks, but really, like, what can I timeline jump? Like, what dimension should we actually be in? Because this is not right. And
so strange.
They ended up playing, especially in that fourth quarter, in a way that made me realize why I thought the Bengals shouldn't be in the Super Bowl. I'm not saying they're not a great team, but like, backs against the wall all year, they've been able to do something, and they just crumbled under that pressure.
Well, Sam, didn't you and I say something along those lines last week when we were kind of looking ahead to the Super Bowl? Like, the Bengals have a ton of talent, but it's really young talent.
Right.
Like, they have not been in the league long enough to show up in those moments, and they just didn't. But Aaron Donald didn't do a whole lot throughout the game, but he made his presence known in the one moment that it mattered, because he was able to use his experience in the league and his poise under pressure. The Rams just were the more mature team, and that was very evident down the stretch, even with all of the penalties that were called. Like, the Rams were the team that ended up capitalizing on their experience. They deserve to win that game.
And that's part of it in the game, is being able to overcome, unfortunately, but the NFL officiating, because it is so inconsistent. Like, and we've seen that happen to teams where one big call or miscall totally sways how a game turns out. In this game, I mean, it was pretty inconsistent on both sides, but it's so hard to just sit there and, like, objectively, even as just football fans, and be like, how are you guys fucking this up? And the biggest game of the year, and you still just ass trash.
So bad. Just so bad.
At the end of the day, like, if we knew what to expect if they weren't going to win, right? Like, the Bengals are going to bungle at some point. And I'm not saying that they're not going to be great for the next several years. I think they will. I think they will be very hard to beat, especially considering that they have the 5th most cap space in the entire league this offseason. That's a shame.
That's scary.
Yeah, I did not know that.
So the Bengals are going to be a force for many years to come, but I was monumentally thrilled with the outcome of that game. I'm sure we all were.
Yeah,
we were.
Yeah, it was good.
I know that we like Joe Burrow, everyone, as you guys have clearly pointed out to us many times, but we wanted the Rams to win. So it's this offseason has been already kind of interesting too, because of this whole GM hiring debacle, which I'm still leaning on the fence that this is all kind of for show. Like, I still think it's probably going to be Omar Khan. Like, I don't think
they're probably not going to hire outside. They love to promote. I feel like I've said this before too, but until they prove otherwise, that they're willing to hire somebody outside the organization, I'm just going to keep expecting them to promote somebody from within. And prove me wrong, please, but I really doubt that this is actually anything serious. I think you're right, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, the whole Louis Riddick thing is, he has been on virtually every team's short list of GM candidates for a while, and I really like him. I really like him. I think that he could be phenomenal in that position. Not just because he's a big name. I value his opinion. I think that he's a good analyst of talent. I think that he's got valid opinions, and I think that he's a smart businessman. That being said, I think that the Steelers have known who their guy is when Kevin Colbert leaves. And we do know that both Brandon Hunt and Omar Khan have taken interviews with other teams this offseason. Neither of them have been hired. So is that playing into the Steelers kind of putting off making their decision? I don't know. I don't know if they're like, okay, well, these guys didn't go and impress in other locations. Is that something we should be worried about? I kind of doubt it, but at the same time,
maybe
we know that Mike Tomlin doesn't like to bring guys in from outside of the organization. We know that for a fact. I would say that's a fact. He doesn't enjoy doing that, but Mike Tomlin isn't the sole decision maker when it comes to the GM position. So maybe this is Rooney being like, well, we've gotten some backlash for only hiring within the organization. Maybe we really should up our game with this and call in a big name, do something we never do, and get a little flashy with it. I mean, I don't know, but it is an interesting, if it was anyone other than Riddick, and I know we've interviewed like 10 people I don't even remember all of their names. We had done a lot of interviewing.
There's been a lot. Same. I couldn't tell you at this point.
Riddick, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like anyone other than Riddick, no one's really talking about, but there have been a ton of interviews, a ton of candidates.
Yeah.
The fact that it's Riddick, I mean, that is a flashy interview. It is. He's a huge name.
Right.
So it's just interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I have a little birdie who told me that don't be surprised if it's not Brandon Hunt or Omar Khan. So keep that in mind.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I think that at this point, with the way that the direction the team's headed in, Art has to be a little bit more willing to at least consider all options. Like seriously consider, not just doing it for show. And as long as he's taking steps towards that end, like the way that we've been doing things isn't working, maybe we should mix it up. Like I'll be good with that, even if they ultimately don't end up hiring somebody like Louis Riddick. As long as they hire the best candidate, that's good with me.
Yeah.
But I think it's good with everybody. Like it's good with everybody, but it just seems like typically when they hire from within, it's not the best candidate.
Right.
So
the pattern has shown that, unfortunately. Oh my gosh. Are you guys ready?
Yes. Yeah.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Yinzhers read mean tweets. I had to go through screenshots because, as you guys know, I'm permanently banned from Twitter, so I can't even search them. Lucky for me, I like to send them to everyone, so I had a few saved.
Right. Sam has potentially the record for the most mean things tweeted at an individual in the history of Twitter. I mean, this girl had
astronomical numbers.
Insane things said to her by strangers on the internet. And when we came up with this idea, I mean, how fitting that we're recording this on Valentine's Day. Like it's the day to celebrate love. And we love you guys for all of the attention you give us and the obsession that you have with us. I mean, it just helps to grow our audience. So thank you for being so obsessed with Yinzhers and obsessed with the three of us and obsessed with the fact that we're women talking about sports. Thank you. We love you. Don't ever change. Ever.
Yeah, keep giving us material, please.
We love to laugh at it. We love it. All right.
You guys want to just rotate?
Yeah, rotate. Who wants to go first?
Well, I'll be honest. Whenever somebody says something super shitty to me on Twitter, I just mute them because I'm like, I'm just not dealing with you. So I was able to find a few screenshots of dumb stuff that people said to me, but I only have a few because I don't know how to work Twitter, and I was like, I don't know where these went, but they're out there somewhere.
They're out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first tweet is, Samantha James is a stuck-up bitch. I made a joke and she blocked me. Get over yourself, you snob. What a piece of garbage she is. It's no wonder Twitter suspended her account.
Oh my. You're a piece of garbage, Sam.
His name was Martin.
Wow. That should tell you all you need to know.
So judgy, Martin.
Judgy, Martin.
Down, dude.
All right. This is 2 tweets from the same person.
Okay.
So the first one. You got told how it is, and now you shut your pig mouth up. Disgrace you are. Keep pandering and hoping for that child support. Next. I don't have a child.
Right.
Oh my God.
Next. You don't even know. You're too stupid to know any better. And you know, all you know is pander, pander, pander. Dumb CUNT.
Wow.
You know, that grammar is like, that's great grammar. We could probably
disgrace you are.
We could probably learn something from that person.
So both from the same person. One in response to these aren't the worst ones, but they were also like one of why. So I tweeted back in January, the Steelers under Big Ben became the first 6 seed to win the Super Bowl. Forgive me for believing they might be the first 7 seed to win it all. This person just responded cringe. And then in response to another tweet that I put out there with like the clapping hands in between each word.
I saw this when I was looking through mine.
LOL, all caps, the clapping tweet. Pathetic. Yep.
I literally was looking through mine and I saw that one and I almost sent it to you.
This one is, it's kind of a mean tweet, but it's with pictures. So.
Oh boy.
It's me and Roseanne, and apparently I look like Roseanne.
I personally don't see it.
What?
So, I don't really know.
I mean, a picture says 1,000 words, and Twitter has a character limit. That picture up next to your face. I mean, twins. Identical
Obviously.
Twins.
I have glasses. I should go put them on. But, you know, it's...
Yep. Okay, perfect.
This one's just very straightforward, to the point. It's halftime, dumb bitch. And then... You have no idea what you're talking about regarding sports. Think you are cute and are not. That's a run-on sentence. Pittsburgh Sports Guru.
Oh, that
Thanks
guy's
for your
dick.
unsolicited input.
That guy's actually a dick.
Take it
my
to heart.
God.
I had to find these, I had to go through the list of people that I've blocked, unblock them, and then search my name.
That is dedication.
I know.
Ronnie's dildo, spelled DILL space DOUGH, tweeted at me, "Eat something, anything, you human bobblehead."
Stop.
Yep.
Okay.
You know,
it's so funny because like Jordan's actually like the best cook I know. So this tweet is even more.
It's okay. I have a very large head. It's the reason that hats say one size fits most. So I'm not upset.
What was that username again?
Ronnie's Dill, DILL, dough, DOUGH, and it's just a picture of bread. Just bread.
Why are sandwiches always tweeting mean things at us?
Always.
It's always a sandwich avatar.
It's the weirdest thing. I'm like, bro, I'm not arguing with a sandwich. Come back to something else.
Right?
An animal. I would argue with a dog, but a sandwich, I refuse. I'm not going to argue with a sandwich.
Nope.
Ever.
Nope.
All right, this one is from Irrational Browns Elf, so I'm sure you guys already know where this is going to go because of the username. Said, wish that dumb bimbo Samantha James would unblock everyone and take this shit like the man that she looks like.
What? Oh my God. They try so hard.
Yeah.
They try so hard.
It's also funnier because he's not blocked.
Here's one from Boomin 2021, so you know he's sane. And he said, "Oh no, did your boyfriend cheat on you again?"
Oh my God.
Lovely. Love that for you.
On the boyfriend note, I'll just read another one because I have lots.
Oh my God.
This is another one that has to do with my relationship. So I had asked people why they think Kenny Pickett is a first round talent in the NFL. Genuine question, because I don't watch this thread. I don't watch college football. This thread sent Twitter into a fucking frenzy, burned it down. People got very pissed at me because I asked a question and they thought that it was me asking a question without wanting an actual answer because I had already made up my mind about Kenny Pickett, apparently. Anyway, so I tweeted, okay, I like Kenny Pickett because he tweeted something funny, right? Sandwich Jim and a sandwich that tweets at Sam and I all the time.
Yeah.
Said Jersey chaser. So I said, I have a boyfriend of 6 years, but okay, sandwich. He said, send a pic of him then. Do I need to prove
that
I have a boyfriend? I go, I've posted many on here. He says, why hasn't he put a ring on it after 6 years though? Bitch.
He did. He did.
Someone else says, we all know why. He's too smart to fall for that trap. Is he though? Really? Weird.
No. All right. I don't even know what this one was in reference to, but I think he's talking about me. Honestly, never saw the chick in the Penguins garbage bag in the profile pic until now, and just to her / Pittsburgh with no H. I can lay a nice fuck you too in there if it helps. I'm not looking to get the manager involved here. Ha ha ha.
What?
I have so many questions about that tweet.
Have so many questions.
This one was a DM, and it said, I don't think you're basic or a bitch, but all your quarterbacks are garbage. Okay.
Oh.
So I was like, all right.
Was that a backhanded compliment?
Yeah. Right? So I think someone in the original thread must have called me a basic bitch or something. And so this Browns fan came to sort of my defense in my DMs, but then said all our quarterbacks were garbage, which is hilarious because you have Baker Mayfield. Actually. Then I got this DM, which you guys saw earlier. It's, are you a toaster? Because I'd like to take a bath with you.
What does that even mean?
I'm really actually confused.
That is self-deprecating humor.
I was like, are we, this is murder-suicide? Like, I'm confused.
Right.
Yeah, like.
Speaking of dying, I was on the plane to Greece, and this person tweeted to me, hope the plane crashes. We will all be better off.
I remember that one. But I got suspended for a Step Brothers tweet.
Interesting. Here's another one.
Oh my God.
You guys will love this one because it involves all of us. You only have the followers you do because of your bad ... very bad ... podcast.
Oh.
No, it's obviously because we're women and we're pretty. And what are all the other things that people say? That's the only reason people listen to us, which...
Pretty girl syndrome. We have
something along that line.
That's what they call it.
You one stupid ass white woman.
The way you just delivered that made it so much better. I felt that in your soul.
Yep.
Oh my
This one was you guys are gonna remember zombie food.
Oh my God.
I know.
Zombie baby girl, where have you been?
Yeah. So
miss you, love you.
When we first started Yinzhers, we had a fan. She went by the name, her name was Sandy. She went by the name Zombie Food. She's probably, I don't know, I don't know if she's even allowed on our YouTube anymore, but like literally just harassing us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, like every outlet that there was. And so this was one of them. It said, at Yinzhers, thanks for suggesting Mark Madden because he can do something you can't do, and that is speak the truth. Say bye-bye to your boy Juju since he won't be a Stiller next year. Hashtag you fanboys.
Who was right, zombie? Who was right? Here's two from the same person, Shit Talker Jay. At least he's self-aware. You're the definition of female, don't know sports. Run-on sentence. And then, here you are thinking you know football, but in reality you don't. So you tried it, but failed. I mean, makes sense. That's what your life is after all.
Interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm a failure.
So these two go hand in hand. One person tweeted at me, "You're my least favorite lesbian." And I responded back with a damn gif because I was really vying for that role in your life, person I don't know. And then somebody else responded to a picture that I posted of myself and said, looks like a they/them. And I was like, yeah, we're muting you, good sir.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This one, which is funny because it's not actually under a picture. It was just a tweet that I had. And he said, look at your lips. You're definitely a dick sucker.
Yep, I have some like that too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even respond. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm so proud of myself.
Good.
I just screenshotted it.
Good for you, Sam. My God, that doesn't even deserve a response
at all.
You know, yeah. There's a couple, like, he says it a couple times in this thread, but I'm just like, yeah, clearly obsessed.
This one, not under a picture either. It was under a tweet that says, I tweeted, I've been to a lot of Steelers games in my life. 3 Super Bowls, upsets, lots of big wins. I'll be honest, not a single one of them felt like last night. That was otherworldly. And it was about Ben's last game at Heinz Field, right? This person says, for real though, what do you actually look like without filters? Everyone knows you don't look like that fake profile photo of yours. This is what I look like without filters, sir.
Oh my
God. I just came across the witch that blocked us. Remember when we got voodooed?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I don't have those tweets because she blocked us before I could screenshot them. But we did get voodooed by a Twitter witch.
Yikes.
Who actually, she started her tweet was something, I don't know, something about Mark Madden. And
basically
she didn't
like
trash.
Our podcast.
Basically, we were trash in some kind of form. And
she had never listened to our podcast, but she said we don't know what we're talking about. That's how it started.
I called her out, and then she said I made fun of her religion, which is witchcraft, which I did not know that was a religion. If it is, still not clear on that being a religion, but
yeah.
I got voodooed. Morgan got voodooed. Jay sat it out, but she's kind of just in it because she's a Yinzer, and it was all of us. It was just the Yinzers.
It was an umbrella thing.
She literally, remember she posted the picture of her voodoo area, and I was like, oh no.
And then the next day, Sam and I got COVID.
Yep,
I'm not kidding you. The next day.
Instantaneous.
The next
that was
day.
Wild.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. It was pretty nuts. Do you naturally have DSLs, or is that Botox? Sir, if I put Botox in my lips, I could not speak. That's my favorite thing, is when people are like, oh my God, she has so much Botox in her lips. You fucking idiots. You don't put Botox in your lips. 97 filters and 7 pounds of makeup. Why is everyone so obsessed with how I look? That's weird. No filters and very little makeup. Sir, 7 pounds? Stretch.
Like, help.
I had tweeted something about a certain Pittsburgh sports media radio host.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know we had those here.
Weird, right? I know.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
And this guy, Kenneth, boo, said, yeah, a man who makes more Monet than you'll see in a decade. Monet as in the artist. And is the top of his chosen field, that's news to me as well, is a loser. Ha ha ha. The irony. You're a moron. Then he says, you know that in real life, he's a genuinely nice and humble person? You fucking suck. And I'd say it to your face.
Oh.
2 weeks prior to that, Catholic Kenny said, you're unbelievably gorgeous, and I respect your Steeler fandom. God bless.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a 180.
It's a cult. It's a cult.
I believe that is someone's burner.
Yeah. Don't say who, because we don't know who.
That someone loves wrestling and is a dick on the internet. So.
Yep.
That seems to add up.
Not gonna point fingers, but could be you.
Sam, do you have any more? Because I have a few.
I have, let me see what I got. I'm sure that I have a couple more. I got this one from David Hobson, 88. You're just an idiot with zero knowledge of the rivalry. Do you know who Rocky Bleier is? How about Chuck Noll? Hashtag read a book. Hashtag get enlightened.
Yes, she knows who Rocky Bleier is because he blocked her on Twitter.
Oh my God.
So.
Yes. And then he unblocked me.
That is
someone
Sam's
asked him to.
Claim to fame.
Did. I've been blocked by a lot of athletes. I'm actually not going to lie. Probably more than I would like to admit. Vontez Perfect on 3 different accounts. That is.
Oh, that's admirable.
That is an accomplishment.
Yeah.
I'm actually proud of that one.
You should be. Yeah. I'm jealous. This guy who I've had blocked for a long time says, every few months, your cutting board of a face shows up on my timeline, always acting like a wannabe Real Housewife of Pittsburgh. I follow Pittsburgh sports people. That's why it shows up. For some ridiculous reason, this carved-up, cleat-chasing fangirl with no ties to Pittsburgh started being presented as an actual sports media for this town. I'm from Pittsburgh, you dipshit. I was born there. I lived there until I was 10 years old. So
they're also stop gatekeeping fans just because they don't live in the city or they weren't whatever. Like that's the weirdest shit ever.
I also have.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you care? You should be worried about your trash ass boyfriend that failed as a first round draft pick.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, Jared going after Jared.
They do that a lot.
That's cold.
There was a period of about 2 months where 2 burner accounts who were very mad that I asked about Kenny Pickett would tweet me videos of Jared striking out, articles asking if Jared could make it as a big leaguer, and telling me that the White Sox, that he got away with robbery from his signing bonus, and the White Sox organization is a failure because they drafted him. So, and this went on for a month.
Okay.
Again, look at you emotional.
Yeah. People have nothing better to do with their lives. I'm done. Sam, you can read the rest of yours.
I think I'm done because
listen.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
The reason that we did this is number one, like, yes, comic relief, 100%. That's hilarious that these idiots like care that much to say such crazy things to perfect strangers on the internet. But the second reason is like, maybe think twice before you tweet mean shit at strangers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe think twice because as we're sitting here as humans reading the bullshit that you say to us, it's funny after the fact, but like fucked up, really fucked up to come for someone's appearance. You do it to athletes all the time. You do it to people who are in the public eye. You do it to absolute strangers who just tweet their opinions because you don't agree with it. And I think it's pathetic. And I wanted to call it out because it's Valentine's Day and you guys need some love in your lives. I feel sorry for you.
You do. Yeah. And I hope that you find somebody who loves you enough to say, stop it. Please stop. This is not helpful for anybody.
Like maybe get a hobby.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel better? Are you sleeping better at night after
Probably
you tweet these crazy things from burner accounts that you're too scared to tie your face to?
That's the worst
because that's another note that we should all like think about for a second. Every single tweet that I just read to you is from a burner account. Every single one. Yeah. If you're going to say something, stand up next to it. Sign your name to it. Or don't say it at all. Yeah. That's pathetic.
Yeah.
Stand behind the things you say if you're going to say them.
You're not wrong.
That's,
facts.
There you go.
Anyway.
All right. I can't believe that we just did like 30 minutes of mean tweets and we could have literally kept going.
Oh yeah. God, seriously. I have material for an hour-long episode.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's wrap this thing up. It's been real as always. Thanks for joining us, Steeler Nation.
All right. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Yinzhers and on Instagram at Yinzhers Official.
And don't forget to subscribe to us wherever it is you listen, whether it's on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform. We drop new episodes every Tuesday, so make sure you are subscribed so that we can kick it every week. We will see you next Tuesday for another episode of Yinzhers.